Marwa has disrespected Jamaica. At first when I saw it, I didn't want to talk about this. But after watching a repeated behavior, a repeated pattern, I realized this is not normal. A national symbol turned into a doormat and everyone is just walking over it. Marwa did a video. We saw him stepping over it, rubbing his foot over it. We saw only Mawera doing the same, and now we see a delusion Jamaican who was supposed to go to Kisumu, and he was redirected by Marwa to a private villa. That raises serious questions. Today's discussion, we are going to discuss about what it means when people walk over a national symbol. I'm going to discuss also about what these delusion Jamaica has gone to the villa to do. Let us dive deep. Let us watch these clips. Then let us talk.
Kisumu from here to Kisumu is 4 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
So that was my first booking.
Yes.
And then I changed when I talked to Mara.
A little not of myself. But I realized one of the things that is giving me that vibe is because I've not been drinking a lot of water as I drink. Normally I drink like...
Yes.
Good.
Okay, let's go.
Jamaica love. Look at this. This is how much Jamaica loves Kenya. So this is how Jamaicans love us. Look at this. Someone took their time, made this. I am Marwa. Jamaica. Jamaica, we love you right back. We love you one day. I pray that God may put us in a situation whereby, or in a position whereby, we are able even to give back, at least to stretch our hand back, because this kind of love, so much, so much. It's extremely big love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Maxwell Lumumba Africa, and today's session we are going to discuss about something that I've seen repeatedly, and it is of my concern, other people's concern, and even the subscribers' concern. So for those who have not subscribed to this amazing YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to other individuals. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I post any video, you people watch my videos till the end without skipping any ad. Let us show love to this YouTube channel. Let us come up and support Mayani's send-off. That is actually what is happening in the street. Mayani left us. It is very painful, but we have to give him a better send-off. We are the YouTube community, YouTube fraternity, YouTube family. Let us come together and make it happen. And today I'm going to discuss about, there is something I saw recently. At first I ignored, but the more I thought about it, the more it disturbed me. The more I saw other people doing it, the more it actually got me mad. And today I have to speak about it because sometimes silence becomes part of the problem. In one of the Marwa's recent video, there is a doormat that many people might overlook, but says it actually says a lot. A doormat, not just a doormat, but one designed using Jamaican flag, colors, and identity, with the words I am Marwa on it. And people are stepping on it, wiping their feet on it, walking over it casually. Now pause for a second and then think about that. A national symbol, something that represents a country, a people, a history, are placed on the ground and used as something to clean dirt off shoes. This is where the issue begins. Let us be clear about something. The Jamaican flag is not just a piece of cloth. Yeah, it is one of the most unique flags that we have in this world. Black, green, and gold. No red, no white, no blue. It stands out globally. It represents the strength, resilience, and identity of Jamaica. So, when the symbolism is reduced to a doormat, it raises serious questions. Now, some people will say that it is just a design, it is just content, it is not deeper, but culture is always deeper. Symbols are always deeper, because once you normalize stepping on a symbol, you normalize disrespect without even realizing it. And this is not just about Jamaica. Let us bring it back to Kenya. In Kenya, national symbols, the flag, the coat of arms, are protected. You won't walk into a shop and find them printed on a rag, tissue, doormats. Why? Because there is an understanding. Let me say this. Most recently, there are some Somalis who took Kenyan flag and actually dropped it, and they were stepping into it. And those people were arrested and they were charged because of doing that. So, some things are not just for decoration. Some things are for respect. In fact, misuse of national symbols can even attract legal consequences. So when I saw people casually stepping on that doormat, laughing, moving like it is nothing, I asked myself, have you become too comfortable with disrespect? Or have you stopped recognizing it altogether? Now, here's the conversation becoming very big, because this is not just about Marwa. This is about the environment being created. An environment where identity becomes performance, culture becomes content, and symbol becomes props. And when that happens, the line between appreciation and disrespect becomes very thin. Some of the visitors coming in, especially the ones from diaspora, might not even see the issue. Not because they are bad people, but because their connection to the culture may be very different. I expected this delusional Jamaican person. She is called Shippy the Explorer. For him, I believe because he's one of the Jamaican who has come after me doing a video saying that Rousseau's left. We now see people flowing actually to the villa. Now we already see one Jamaican, we call them delusional Jamaican, who is at the villa, and I'm going to explain something about that. So when you grow up away from something, sometimes you don't feel its weight the same way. This makes me believe that one of these delusional Jamaicans brought these doormat to Marwa, and Marwa himself does not even recognize what it means. But that does not mean that the weight is not there. Respect is not about where you grew. It is about where you choose to honor. And this is where I have to be honest. When I saw the doormat and I saw the people stepping on it, I didn't see content. I saw a symbol being reduced. I saw something meaningful being turned into something casual. And I saw people normalizing it. Now again, this is not about attacking anyone personally. It is about questioning actions that people do, because if we don't question these things, they become normal. And when disrespect becomes normal, culture slows down, loosening its meaning. So the real question is not, was it intentional? The real question is, are we paying attention to what we are normalizing? Because sometimes The biggest disrespect is not loud, it is quiet, it is casual, it is something people step on every day without even thinking. Marwa himself has been wearing Jamaican t-shirt, and most of the times I usually tell people that this is how Marwa do it to activate donation, and I'm going to speak about it. Let us watch this clip, then we dive deep to other discussion about delusional Jamaicans.
American Jamaica.
From American Jamaica. From Jamaica.
Jamaican to American. Rasta man. We call it.
I know
we call it balling Rasta
people from Jamaica will love us too much.
Yes,
I'm
I
telling
tell
you, man. Yes.
But I've been in America for 40-something years. So.
Oh. Wow.
But I go to Jamaica quite often.
Okay.
And I say hi to my wife.
Yes.
I'm safe. I'm now in the homeland.
All right, Baba.
So.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Good.
Minutes from
Marwa say it's better than going to Kisumu.
Yeah, Kisumu is very far from here.
Yeah.
Kisumu from here to Kisumu is 4 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's very.
So that was my first booking.
Yes.
And then I changed. When I talked to Marwa, he says, because I know this is nearer, but for some reason, when I went on the internet, I pressed the wrong button and picked up a different airlines. And so I had to cancel that flight. No, I haven't even canceled it. I'm going to use that flight to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm going to go to Kisumu.
Oh, Kisumu. Kisumu from here is
On a
very
one-day
far.
trip.
Okay, maybe.
When I go back.
All right, okay.
When I go, yes.
Okay.
Let me speak honestly and let me speak carefully. Another delusional Jamaican who is supposed to visit Kisumu is being redirected to the villa. Let me say this. There is a pattern that many people are starting to notice, and whether you agree with it or not, it deserves to be discussed. Another Jamaican visitor has shown up around Marwa. This time, it is a YouTuber known as Sheepy the Explorer. Now, on the surface, it looks just another travel collaboration, but when you step back and analyze it, it begins to see the recurring script. Most of these people who are calling themselves Jamaicans, most of them, they are not even real Jamaicans. They don't know about the culture, morality, about the Jamaican. Yeah, the likes of Jamaican uncle, Trenchton grandpa, Cali lifestyle. They were born in Jamaica, but look where they live. They spend most of the time maybe away from Jamaica. So first, let me talk about the idea of diaspora identity. That me myself, I call it as a delusional Jamaica. There are some people who are born in a country but raised entirely outside it. Over time, culture is not just where you are born, it is what you live, and it is what shapes your thinking, your behavior, your values. So, when someone grows up away from Jamaica, for most of their life, naturally, their version of being Jamaican may be very different from someone who is raised in Kingston, Jamaica, or even Montego Bay. That's not necessarily wrong. It is just different. But here is where the criticism comes in. Some viewers feel that these diaspora personalities sometimes carry we call it a romanticized or detached version of the identity. They may celebrate their label, but they lack the deeper cultural grounding, and when they enter Africa spaces, especially Kenya, the identity becomes more performance. Now let me connect what is happening. The visitor did not originally plan to go to Marwa's place. His destination was Kisumu, which by the way is one of the most underrated tourist cities in Kenya. Why Kisumu is actually worth visiting. Kisumu offers Lake Victoria experiences. We can see boat rides, sunsets, fishing culture. Apart from that, there is a beach called Dunga Beach, aesthetic lakeside life and fresh fish. And this is a freshwater lake because the lakes of what we see Indian Ocean, those are salty lakes. So this gives you a fresh, yeah, it gives you a fresh serene when it comes to fresh fish, that you eat fish from fresh water. Yeah, another thing is about Kisumu Impala Park, or the Kisumu Impala Sanctuary, where we get what we call wildlife within the city and the rich Luo culture. So food, the music, storytelling. So objectively, Kisumu already had strong content potential, but instead a call is made and suddenly the destination changes from a cultural city to a private villa. And this now raises another serious question. Why do you cancel your exploring trip to a private villa? That raises a lot of questions. So that shift is where people start asking questions, that because this is not the first time. There is a pattern. A visitor arrives, they already watched Marwa's content because that is what even for him was claiming. They get redirected to the villa, they integrate quickly into the environment, then content becomes to resolve around hosting, gifting, emotional bonding, and sometimes financial narrative follow, like buying piece of land illegally. Now, I am not saying that this is manipulation, but I'm saying this is predictable. Even the small details raises eyebrow. For example, Marwa wearing a Jamaican t-shirt right before or during the visit. To some, that looks like cultural appreciation. To others, it looks like signaling a psychological alignment, creating familiarity, building trust quickly. Because when someone feels seen, they open up very faster. So then comes the next phase, which many viewers already anticipate. Conversation about land will be chipping in. We'll be seeing touring around the village, proposing that you can buy land here, building that piece of land, investment opportunities, emotional connection to Africa, home, encouraging to settle, buy, or contribute. Again, more of these is inherent, we call it inherently wrong. But when it happens repeatedly with similar personalities, following similar timelines, people begin to question the authenticity. So let me say this. Now let us talk about the energy of the visitor himself. He says he watches him. That immediately changes the dynamic because he's not just a tourist anymore. He's a fan entirely, the creator space. And when a fan meets a creator, they admire. There is already power imbalance. Admiration can easily turn into agreement. Agreement can turn into influence, and influence can turn into actually what we call decisions that may not have been made under normal circumstances. So even on the road, meeting familiar figures, exchanging praises about Jamaica and Kenya, it builds a narrative of unity, belonging, and emotional connection. It feels good, but feelings can also guide decisions. And then there is the detail people are quietly watching. 2 suitcases. Now, that could mean anything. That actually could mean anything. But in the context of past events, viewers already predict future contents. Gifts, unboxing, exchanges, and symbolic generosity. So, whether that happened or not, we will see. But the audience is no longer passive. They are observing patterns. They are connecting the dots and they are anticipating the outcome. So the real question is not, Is this visit genuine? The question is this a spontaneous experience or part of the recurring content formula? Because once something becomes predictable, it stops being organic, and one of it stop being organic, people start questioning everything.